This is Underground Opera.
Welcome to Undergroundopolis, everybody. Here we are. Hey, in case you haven't noticed, I took a few weeks off. You probably didn't notice. No, you probably did, because I know I've got some loyal ones out there. But man, taking the month of October to try to get the album recorded and write it all in October. Not October, February. Oh man, I'm telling you, getting over COVID and everything. I decided to take a few weeks off and just check out of social media and all that for a little bit. I know y'all are missing my witty posts. I'm sure you're disappointed. I apologize. I can't imagine how bad you must feel not seeing my exclusive wisdom every day. But anyway, we're back. We're excited. We are not the mainstream. We are the people that get excited about the bottom three lines of the concert flyer. We see those like that's the bands I want to check out. That's who we are. Except I got a pretty big one coming up tonight, man. A big up and coming one. But before that, yeah, I'm glad I got over COVID, but somehow it was both times I've had it. It's been very mild, but I still had a quarantine and all that. And then I just sounded like hell for a few weeks. Of course, I was trying to record an album. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But enough about that. My buddy Buckshot George has started an open mic every Tuesday night at the Golden Nugget, 2922 Heights Lane, Louisville, Kentucky. And that's a pretty neat little place. It's one of the oldest bars in Louisville. And when you stand on stage with the neon behind you, you kind of feel like you're in Vegas. But really, he has prizes every week. I think this week's a $25 Amazon gift card or something. Last week he had a Guitar Center grab bag of some kind. He has prizes every week, and all the signups are automatically entered into get the prizes. So go down there. You want to perform on a Tuesday night. you know, get down there, and I'll be down there next week. I'm not gonna because I'm doing that this week. Doing this. I'm catching up on my interviews and everything. And just one more thing. Undergroundopolis presents the local ruckus at 21st in Germantown last Thursday every month. Or I'm sorry, third Thursday every month. I'll edit that part out. Third Thursday every month. This month, March 16th, Proles. Very good band, very good local band. I saw them open for Dan Baird. If you don't know who Dan Baird is, he was I got a little change in my pocket going jangle. He was that guy. They opened for him, man. They were fantastic, and they're coming to play my stage, 21st in Germantown. Well, not that's 21st stage, but that night it's my stage. And then I can't call it the local ruckus anymore because people are coming up. People are coming up from out of town. Well, I want in on this, and then I got Josh Seacrest and the rest from Somerset, Kentucky. I shared a bill with these guys back in December, I think it was, with them and another band called Smothered and Bush, which is an all-female Bush tribute band. Really great time, really great band. I had so much fun that night that I called off work the next day. Boom! All right, enough. I'm going to bring my guest on. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
Hey, man, I am Justin. I am from Alborn, and we are from Northern Illinois.
All right. Alborn, you got it. Let's go ahead and get into talk about the new single. You got a new single coming out. I think you got a video out for it already too, don't you?
Yep. The song and video is out. Yep, it's been recorded for about a year now. We've just been trying to work out the plans and make everything make sense, not record it and release it immediately and then regret it because we didn't have a plan behind it, all that. But yeah, that came out last Friday, I think.
The Push,
yep.
Push. Yeah. What's the name of the album?
Push.
The whole album let me call Push. That is like one of my favorite songs that I heard on this so far was Push.
Thank you, man.
I know why you released it. It's badass. So
Yeah, we
give us
thought
a little.
thought that made the most sense, and that was the easiest, you know, because that's really like the only thing on our minds right now is just pushing this as hard as we possibly can, you know. So yeah, that just kind of fell together.
What is your position in the band?
I am the singer and the guitarist.
Really? Is it three? You're a three piece.
We're we're a four piece.
You are a four
Yep.
piece. Okay. I was
We got
thinking the picture was a three piece.
the other guitarist sings as well, and then the drummer does a lot of the screaming and stuff. So we got mics all over the place, you know.
Drummer's always got to be the crazy one, you know.
Oh yeah, and he is.
Well, give us a little background about the band.
Me and the
Together and stuff
drummer.
like that.
Yeah. Me and the drummer have been together for shit our entire lives. I think my dad and his dad were in bands together when we were growing up, and then
Oh, wow.
my dad had me in a band with my brother when I think we were playing shows when I was 5. So I mean, I don't, I guess Razor, our drummer, never played then, but he got into it when he was like 15 or so. And his mom got a hold of my dad and was like, I don't know how you've never played with him, but you have to play with him sometime. And I'm like, all right, you know, like he was already a friend of mine, but I'm like, he could have came to me about this. And his mom came to me like it was this big secret, you know, and I played with him and he was just unbelievable. So ever since then, man, that's been shit. That was at least 10 years ago. Ever since then, me and him have just been like that, you know. So then we got Nate and Zane that are in the band now, and it's like just the perfect, cohesive, friendly. I mean, like there's you try to compare to other bands and see what you could be lacking in as far as like a unit as a group, you know. And it's like these guys are just such good dudes, you know. I always tell people like if you're not gonna like anybody, it's gonna be me in the band, and I think I'm pretty hard to not get along with. You know what I mean? Like the other guys are just the friendliest people, you know.
Kind of
Yeah,
from Illinois?
yeah. We're from
No, I'm just kidding, man.
Quad Cities, man. That's the place.
I'm just clowning on you, man. I probably should have said that. I apologize. Anybody?
It's-
I shares. I go to shows with plenty of bands from Illinois, and they get Illinois. They give me. I almost said the S in Illinois. Stop that.
yeah. I'm just glad that we haven't been commonly associated or lumped in with Chicago. So I'm happy as hell about that. You know, keep us
Oh, the band.
separate, dude.
The
Yeah, we got
band
nothing to do with
Chicago.
that fucking mess over there, man.
That's where I thought you were from.
No, we're way west of that fucking place.
You're in Iowa, got you.
Yeah, right, close to. Yeah, just as close as you can get. You know.
Is this your first album?
This is our second EP.
Okay.
The goal has always been an album, and we got the material for an album. It just hasn't made sense yet, you know. But I'm old school, you know. I want a full album. It's just with the cost to do it right and everything, you know. It just don't make sense yet, you know.
Yeah, eventually you run out of money and you have to release it.
Right. Which we're probably not far from, to be honest. You know?
Everybody thinks you sign with a good company and stuff, you're going to make all this money.
Bullshit.
Milk and honey days are kind of.
Yeah. You can see through if you look at our fucking tour van, man. You can see through one side and see through the other. You know, it is not a lot glamorous about the way that we're doing it. You know, but
yeah, but you work up to that. You get you an RV.
yeah, I hope so, man.
Yeah.
I've been cooped
When
up
do
in
you
that thing all day.
So this is going to be released through Pavement Entertainment. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal, bro.
Dude, they've been great too. I mean, it's hard to when you have expectations of things and often you get disappointed. You know, these guys have just been flawless with like if I need an answer to something, it's minutes. You know, they get back, they get the progress reports, just all the things that have lacked in every other thing we've done. It's all every element is there. You know, they're kick ass. They're really good, man.
But since it is my show, we get to talk about my favorite song, other than Push. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
even. It's badass stuff. Even numbers. Is there a cool story you could share about even numbers? Is there something to that?
There is, man. And you know, you
I
told me
picked a good
before
one,
we
didn't I?
started this. Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah. You told me before this happened that you were the one that talks a lot. Now I'm gonna change that narrative for you if this is the fucking song you want to know about, dude.
Absolutely,
Um
man.
I drive a lot of old shit when I'm home. I got a couple old Impalas, I got an old pickup. I'm a gearhead, so I always work on this shit. And I was driving I got a 67 Impala that I was driving to a studio to work on some shit with another guy. And I rolled up on a car wreck that was like a bad wreck. And
Oh,
I mean, when we're in Quad Cities, like we're in very, very, very small town, like 500 population, you know, and the next town over will be 500, and the next town over is 750 or whatever. And I guess I just never like saw, uh, you know, I don't want to get graphic, but like this wreck was bad, like bad, 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 and just I don't know, like just I couldn't get it out of my head. Like it just it almost haunted me. Well, then like when we were in Vegas to record that song, we weren't even planning on that song. But then I showed the producers the demo, and they're like, "Yeah, we should do this song." I was like, "All right, well, I got to finish the lyrics because I kind of had some stuff played out. Like the gist of it was like." This what ended up happening, the car wreck was a single car accident, and the person passed uh basically because he didn't have a seatbelt on and he was texting. And I was pissed because I'm like, there's no lesson to be learned. Like, we all know you shouldn't do that. We still do it. This person lost their life because of it, you know, not justifying doing it, but like that person's gone, you know. And I was like, I had some lyrics written. I was trying to channel the narrative into like somebody like me dealing with seeing something like that. Obviously, not making it about myself, but I am a songwriter, so I have to, from my perspective. So, and I tried to shift it into like this thing of like, you know, like my dad's got a little bit of ADHD, so I started researching that. And a lot of that is caused by something traumatic that somebody goes through, whether they see something or deal with something or something bad happens to them. They develop this, you know, I'm not going to be okay unless I turn this light on 10 times or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that weird OCD type thing. Yeah, and I said ADHD. That's wrong. OCD. I'm all fucked up, man. But yeah. Then the rest of the song came together, and like it was one of the first that the lyrics really drove how the song was going to play out. And then when we got done, like I was just a wreck. Like that song put me. That's the first song I've ever written that like put me in a depression. It was nuts. Like there was no better feeling when the song was done. You know, like I just felt shittier because all I did was research these horror stories of shit that people had gone through and what happened to them after that, the aftermath and just bizarre stuff, man. That yeah, music's a lot more powerful than I ever realized because of that song. You know, so that one is a really really special one for me in particular. But it's like it's cool now. I enjoy it now. I'm better, but it sucked there for a little bit. You know?
Joey Ramone, little OCD useless information. Joey Ramone, I think his OCD was so bad at one time he broke into his dentist office real late one night and sat there opening and shutting a door. That's what they claimed.
Really
Yeah. I don't know the
unreal.
whole story, but it was to that effect. That always stuck with me, that story about Joey.
Well, yeah, man, and
Ramones
like
had plenty of demons.
oh yeah. Well, and they say that shit goes so far as to like they're not even doing it to protect themselves, you know, like so somebody will do that shit like you know, turn a light switch on 4 times every time to keep you safe. Like that's how their brain works. I mean, it's this crazy thing that happens psychologically that just you go to a different dimension, you know, to think that you're protecting this person. So like, you know, that was pretty much what I wanted to make that whole story about, because I didn't want to, you don't want to make a song about rolling up on a car wreck. Like, boo hoo, EMTs volunteer to do that just to help people. You know, who the hell am I to make a big sob story out of it? But it was just like, I just couldn't believe that, like, just there was nothing that anybody was going to learn from that. Like, the person's gone. I tried researching it for days because it was on some back road, and like I couldn't find anything because anything I looked up was like overwhelmingly packed with other accidents that happened. Like, that's how insignificant this one was. You know what I mean? It's just it's crazy to think that can happen. Somebody can lose a life, and it's just like, yeah, it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. Very weird. Not to get incredibly dark on your show, but like, you
okay,
asked.
man.
So.
It's okay. I picked that song for a reason. I really thought it would be I like. It is my favorite song that I've heard, and but I was like, I know there's a good story behind this song. That's what this show is about. That's what I try to get out of my guests, is their stories. You know,
Yeah.
never. And I like it when it's not hard to get it out.
Yeah. I don't even know if the story's good, but that's the story. You know
No,
what I
that
mean?
is a good story, man. It's good. What would you say your favorite song is on the EP? Or can you pick one?
I think that one means the most to me, but my favorite is Learn to Live, the first one, because
Oh,
that's a really good summary of like what we are. Like, that covers every base. We get good harmonies. It's really punchy. We have a mellow, quick little brief chunk. The last chorus is a lot more mellower than the previous ones. You know, we don't like to do a third chorus that's already been done in the first and second, you know. So that's my personal favorite. And I would probably say the guys agree, because we've been opening with that for the whole tour. And that's a fun one to start with, dude, because right out of the gate, it's just fucking slamming, you know.
right. Speaking of tour, you're on tour right now
Yes, sir.
with
Yep.
Powerman 5000?
Yep. First week is down. We got 6 dates in a row, dude. I was nervous about that. I was nervous as hell. Which, like, I wouldn't say my voice is good, but it's like it's doing good. Like, better than I thought, you know. Yeah, 6 straight days, dude. That's brutal.
Yeah, it is. How did you get asked on that tour? How did that come about?
We worked through that with Pavement. They helped us out with that.
That's awesome. I
Yeah, we're
mean,
stoked, man. God, and they're good dudes, man. And their show is like I guess I don't know what I was expecting, like what I was actually expecting, but their fucking show is so good. Them guys are so good live. I mean,
oh,
it's
I've
just
seen them.
it's tight. Yeah, dude, it's tight, it's full, everything is there, man. They're badass. Badass.
I can't think of who I saw them with. I kind of think it might have been Kid Rock of all people. But and this
Really?
was back in the this was back the first ball to the ball to that particular
Yeah,
tour.
yeah.
Like, and I'm not a big Kid Rock fan, but he was really good.
Yeah.
He was like
Yeah, I've heard
really
that.
good. I was like, holy shit, he's good live. And so was Powerman 5000. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
who opened for. That's where I saw them. So,
Yeah.
buddy of mine broke up with his girlfriend, so he had an extra ticket. I was like, I guess I'm your girlfriend tonight. Is that what you're saying?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
right up to Indianapolis with me to see this show, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, not doing anything else. Or yeah, it was a good show. Really,
Yeah.
really fun. Well, anything you like to add before we wrap it up here?
Thanks to everybody that's been coming out, man. So far, we're a week down, and Florida was nuts. I mean, Florida's crazy. And then the last time I was in North Carolina, and it's nice to be accepted so far. You know, like, you never know with a band that's so established, and the people are clearly there for them, as they should be. You know, it's cool to be accepted in by them, and the shows have been fun. So, yeah, man, if you ain't seen us, come out. So you'll have a good time for sure.
Okay. Can we expect you to come through Louisville? Is that on the itinerary, or Cincinnati or Indianapolis or?
I'm actually staying in Ohio right now. I think we're heading to Michigan next, but that I think we'll go. Then we go to Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, maybe. I have no idea, man. We're all over the place.
It's
I'm
okay.
trying. I'm trying to remember my name, and like for this, I had to type it in. I'm like, I think it was something with a J,
All right. There'll be a link in the description. There'll be a link to the video. There'll be a link to the album. Okay. And if you will give this a thumbs up and a subscribe when you see it, if you like this show. Oh, I know what I was going to ask. Can we expect a vinyl or cassette run?
Dude, we would love to. We would absolutely love the vinyl thing. It was the last time we looked into it was for our last EP, and that was when they had like a worldwide shortage because it was like such a up and coming thing again, So now like I don't think we've looked into it again with this one, but I would love to.
It's expensive.
Oh god damn, it's so bad, dude. So bad.
There's only so many companies making them, so.
You're absolutely right, man. You're limited. Like you got a very small list of names that you can pick from,
And the evil Walmart is buying them all up.
Yeah.
They can't. Nobody else can do this but us.
I've noticed that.
Cassettes are on the rise. I've got a huge cassette collection.
Yeah. I haven't heard a whole lot about that. I'm here for it, dude. I'm all about it. But I think I had an Iron Maiden one that I listened to enough to where it finally quit working. Like that was the only cassette that I got like all my fucking money out of.